Terrifying scene there. We have team coverage now. Let's bring in Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Bob Hazen, who is at the police station in Monroeville with the latest from police. Bob?
Yeah, Mike, we just talked to police from Monroeville Police Department, also Allegheny County Police's homicide detectives, and from what we were told, the suspect in this case not in custody right now. One person that they're looking for, we're told he's in his late teens, and he, as we mentioned, is still out there at large right now, and no warrant has been issued for his arrest as of yet. Now, just to clarify some of the situation about the victims in this, we are told by police that two of these victims were together and the third victim was separate from them. That third man, or third person rather, is apparently the intended target of this shooting, and he is one of the people who is in critical condition. Either the man or the woman is also in critical condition at the hospital, and we are told that third victim is has had moderate injuries and is right now at Forbes Regional as well. Now, police say that they spent several hours going through all of the stores in the Monroeville Mall looking for this suspect. Didn't find him in there, but they have gotten a lot of surveillance video from the mall. As you can imagine, there are cameras all over the building. Witnesses, though, interestingly enough, has been a little harder to come by. Police say that because the mall was cleared out shortly after this shooting happened, they actually haven't spoken to any eyewitnesses, even though we've talked to several today about what they've seen with the victim and with the shooting. Police say that as of yet, they have not talked to many of those witnesses at all, and they're asking anyone who did actually witness the shooting itself to give them a call. Now, obviously, this happens just about a month and a half after that brawl that happened at Monroeville Mall a couple days after Christmas, and this raised a lot of concerns for people, especially people who shop there on a regular basis, about safety at the mall. And we asked Monroeville Police Chief Doug Cole about that situation. Here's what he told us just a few minutes ago.
We've always been in cooperation with mall management as well as mall security. The Monroeville Mall security acted very good here. They acted appropriately. There were two officers working a detail that were in the mall when this happened. Monroeville had two officers on duty down there, so we've been doing that routinely throughout the years, and we'll continue to do that. We're certainly going to look at a higher or a larger police presence in that area.
Now, one possible option that Chief Cole mentioned was restaffing a substation inside the mall. He said that it is staffed irregularly right now. At random times there might be officers in there, but as you heard in that soundbite there were two Monroeville police officers in the mall at the time of this shooting, along with all of the security staff that was there on a regular basis. But you have to wonder how much they could have done to stop this shooting, since it sounds like it happened so quickly that no one really had any chance to stop the people involved. And as we mentioned, we need to stress this was not a random attack, according to police. Or at least one of these victims was targeted in the attack. We are told he was a man who was separate from a couple that was also shot in this. According to police, that couple that was injured is what he would call innocent bystanders, had nothing to do with the situation that led up to this, and police still not commenting on a motive for this shooting, but that is something they're working on, as well as trying to find the person responsible. Back to you guys.